All right, so here it is. It is 8:45 at night, and I'm just now doing my biblical literacy for the day. From whatever chapters we were reading yesterday in Ezekiel, we read the next two. It's 40 something and 40 something, and here's the question. We see in the temple and in these chapters that I read this morning. It was describing, the altar and the size of the altar and this room and that room. And there was a particular room, and the presence of God entered it, and nobody else at all was allowed in there. And God came in through a particular gate, and that gate was shut. He came in like through the back gate. The door that he left out of is the door he came back in of. That had something representation of when Israel had the 400 years of just wandering in the wilderness and no speaking between the time of the last prophecy and the time of like the birth of the Messiah. So anyways, there's one individual that is allowed in that room, and that individual is called the prince. Now, why come the prince probably wasn't Jesus, and instead was somebody else that was assigned by God to be in that room? I ain't certain who he actually is. But there's a particular reason why I say it's not Jesus. God the Father comes in, locks the door, and Jesus is allowed to come in the room, but he got to come in through a different door. Why is that? God, that was a long 2 minutes of saying almost nothing. Except for why is a stranger not allowed in a particular door? Figure it out. Y'all be safe. Later. Put in the comments.